Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new grammar video. We are in Unit 6, Week 4. The previous weeks we cover pronouns. We learn about pronouns take place of a noun, and we learned that the noun is a person, place, or thing. We also learned that pronouns such as he, she, we, it, I stand for one noun, and we and they stand for more than one. So he, she, it, I stand for one noun, and pronoun we and they stands for more than one noun. We also learn about the possessive pronouns. When it's possessive pronouns, my, your, his, her, its, our, and their are used before the nouns. So my hat, your coat, his book, her cat, its place, our home, and their car. And we also learned that some possessive pronouns such as mine, yours, his, her, its, ours, and theirs can stand alone. So my room is cleaner than yours. My bike is bigger than your bike is bigger than mine. Some of ours are on the floor. Is this your coat or his? And also we learn about indefinite pronouns, which is special pronouns such as anytime, everyone, anything, and everything. Do not name one special thing. So we know anyone means any person. Everyone means all people. Anything means no special thing. Everything means all things. Nothing means nothing. And we also learn about the comma, that we use the comma after the greeting in a letter and then the closing. And we also separate the date and the year with the comma. So we have the example, June 6, comma, 2015. And then you start your letter, dear Mona, comma, I hope you like your new school. And you continue at the end, your friend, comma, Jess. So we put the comma to separate the date and the year after the greeting and the closing for the letter. Today we're gonna learn about two special pronouns, I and me. All right, the words I and me are pronouns. Use I in the subject of a sentence. I read a book about kites. Use me after a verb in a sentence. Dad gave me the book. So can you see? I read a book about kites. I is in the subject of a sentence. Use me after a verb. So Dad gave me the book. I don't say Dad gave I the book. Dad gave me the book. I don't say me read a book about kites. I will say I read a book about kites. All right. So let's see the examples we have. All right. Write I in the subject of each sentence. This is the subject. I like to fly kites. So let's write this down. And remember, I always capital, so I like to fly kites. My dad and I. Very good. And again, I always capital letter, so uppercase. My dad and I like to make big kites. Blank made a long tail on my kite. I made a long tail on my kite. So again, I. All right. So write the I in the subject of each sentence. I like to fly kite. My dad and I like to make big kites. I made a long tail on my kite. All right, let's go for B. Write me after the verb in each sentence. Dad helps me make the kite. Me. Mom gives blank bright silk to put on the kite. So mom gives me bright silk to put on my kite or to put on the kite. So me. And number 6, they watch me fly the kite high over the lake. Again, I'm gonna write me. Right? So write me after the verb in each sentence because we're learning about the words and I and me. They are pronouns, and we learned that I in the subject of a sentence. So I read a book about kites, and me, we use it after a verb in a sentence, like Dad helps me make the kite, Mom gives me bright silk to put on our kite, and they watch me fly that kite high over the lake. All right, let's go for the next activity. Use the pronoun I in the subject of a sentence. Use the pronoun me in the predicate of a sentence. Choose the pronoun from bracket that belongs in the sentence. Write it on the line. So we need to choose the right one, and we're going to write it over the sentence. The right pronoun, either I or me. Okay. Number 1, blank want to have a bake sale. I want to have a bake sale, or me want to have a bake sale. Very good. I. So let's write. I want to have a bake sale. Okay. Number 2, Chad helps blank make a big sign. Chad helps me to make a big sign, or Chad helps I make a big sign? Me. Very good. So we're gonna write me. Chad helped me to make a big sign. Because remember, I want to have a big sale. So big sale. So Chad helped me to make a big sign. My mom and blank make lots of cupcake. My mom and I make lots of cupcake. So we're gonna write I. Number 4, Dad and blank set up a long table. So Dad and I, or Dad and me set up. Very good. Dad and I set up a long table. Number 5, my friends buy some cupcake from. Very good. From me. Okay. Clear that so I can scroll up. Okay. So my friends buy some cupcake from me. And number 6, now blank can get some new books for our school. So now I can get some new books for our school, or now me can get some new books for our school. I. Very good. So we're gonna write again over here, I. And again, I always capital letter. All right. Okay. Let's go for next page. Again, next page is the comma that we covered a previous lesson. Remember to use comma to separate the date and the year when writing a date. Example, I will be 6 on May 9th, comma, 2015. Also, we use comma after the greeting and closing in a letter. So, dear Seth, I hope you feel, comma, I hope you feel better soon. We miss you at school. Your friend, comma, Jess. Right? Again, we have two letters and we need to do the same thing. June 11th, 2015. So separate the date and the year. So we're going to put comma. Dear grandfather, comma. This is the greeting. Thank you for helping me plant the peach tree in our backyard. One day we will pick some good peaches. Your grandson, comma, Chris. Okay. Second example, March 14th, comma, 2015. Separate the date and the year. Dear Melly, comma. So dear Melly, my class is putting on a play about making friends. The play will be on March 25th, comma, 2015. So you need to put comma between 25th and 2015 to separate the date and the year. I hope you can make and I hope you can make and see me in the show. Right? Your friend, comma, Jen. All right. So that was it for today's rules. We learned about the comma between the date and the separate the date and the year, and after the greeting and the closing in a letter. We also learn about the subject, I, and the pronouns. They use pronoun I in the subject of a sentence, and we use the pronoun me in the predicate of a sentence. And we learn also about I always need to be written capital letter if it's in the middle of the sentence or in the beginning of the sentence. Regardless, it has to be always written capital letter. All right, that's it for today, first graders. Thank you. Bye-bye.